So guys, welcome back to Sports Corner GH. My name is Adam. So guys, if you see me wearing this nice Black Star GC, then you know we are going to continue with our Black Star series live here on Sports Corner GH. The Black Star played their last game in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers against Central African Republic. That game would be played here in Ghana at the bbnaija Sports Stadium at 4 p.m. 7th September. Knowing this, guys, we need to support the Black Stars come September 7th. With a draw, we can qualify for the AFCON in Ivory Coast. We have to win this game because I believe we can win this game with the support we would get at the bbnaija Sports Stadium. Now, if you have been following this Black Star series, you would know we have already talked about the defenders and also the midfielders. If you have not watched any of this, please make sure to check the channel and watch it. I'll also leave a link in the pinned comment so that you can watch it. For revision's sake, we are going to go through it once more. Now, with the defenders, I believe the centre back should be Daniel Amate, Alexander Jiku, Joseph Edu, and Mohamed Salisu. With the right back, I believe Dennis Odoi, Tariq Lamptey, and also Ali Dusiedo. With the left back, Gideon Mensah and also Patrick Pozo. These are the defenders I believe Coach Chris Hughton is likely to call up for the game against Central African Republic. With the midfielders, we talked about Thomas Partey, Mohamed Kudus. We also talked about Salis Abdul Samed, Baba Idrisu, and also Edmond Ado, who I all believe who are likely to end a call-up to the Black Stars in September to face Central African Republic. So, guys, those are the two we have discussed so far, the defenders and then the midfielders. In today's video, we are going to talk about the goalkeepers. And with the goalkeepers, see, let's be very honest with ourselves. Aside the goal-scoring problem in the Black Stars, one of the weakest positions in the Black Stars is the goalkeeping department. A lot of changes have happened in that particular department because most of our goalkeepers are not pulling strings in their club side and also when they come into the Black Stars. Now, in today's video, we are going to look at 3 goalkeepers I believe would end call-up into the Black Stars, or Coach Chris Hughton will give them a call-up, and also 3 on standby, just in case anything can happen between now and also September 7th. So we are going to talk about all this live here on Sports Corner GH. If you have not subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe. If you have already subscribed, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Now, if you see a list of names here, this is shout-outs. Shout-outs to all these guys who support Sports Corner GH. They comment, they like, they subscribe to the channel, they have turned on notification. I'm really appreciative of your support. So if you see your name here, I just want to say a very big thank you to you all. Now, this is not all. There are more. So once this series continues going on, I'll be bringing you more names of people who support Sports Corner GH. Now, let's jump straight into it. And I'm going to begin with the first 3 goalkeepers I believe Coach Chris Hughton is likely to call to the Black Star squad. Now, I'm going to begin with the most obvious, Lawrence ati-zigi, who plays for St. Gallen in the Swiss League. Now, last season, he was adjudged the best goalkeeper in the Swiss League. This season, he's already doing so well, keeping some few clean sheets here and there. He's not conceding a lot of goals as compared to last season. And we all saw what he did for the Black Stars during the World Cup. See, the World Cup, that whole burden we gave to him, he handled it smoothly. And I'm very happy with what is happening to ati-zigi currently. Because before the World Cup, ati-zigi wasn't anyone's favorite. In fact, when you're talking about top goalkeepers in the Black Stars, you mention Lawrence ati-zigi's name, but Charlie, God has changed the story around. Yes, God has changed ati-zigi's story around. Currently, when you talk about the #1 goalkeeper for the Black Stars, looking at what he did during the World Cup, what he's doing for his club side, being adjudged the best goalkeeper in the Swiss League, it's just right that we just name him as the first goalkeeper to end a call-up to the Black Stars to face Central African Republic. Now, moving away from Lawrence ati-zigi, I believe the second goalkeeper who will definitely end a call-up to the Black Stars will be Manaf Nurudeen. Now, Manaf Nurudeen plays for CAS Ipwen. Now, he was doing well at the beginning of the season. He was now getting a lot of game time as compared to, last season. And suddenly, Chelsea sent one of their goalkeepers on loan to CAS Ipwen in the person of Gabriel Solina. Now, when Gabriel Solina arrived at CAS Ipwen, he started the game. He started games ahead of Manaf Nurudeen. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but I mean, it's just good for competition. It's just good so that Manaf Nurudeen will up his game. But now, bringing Manaf Nurudeen into the Black Stars setup, he has end call-ups several times anytime the Black Stars are, playing any football, whether it's the World Cup or AFCON or even the qualifiers, he has always earned a call-up. And he is seen as either the second or even the third choice goalkeeper. Now, the Black Stars, as they played in the Kirin Cup, we saw how he could do. In the penalty shootout, he saved some few penalties for the Black Stars. So everybody was impressed and everybody saw the quality Manaf Nurudeen could add to the Black Star squad. He's not injured, he's fit, he's playing. He currently at Casipuen. So I believe if you are looking for goalkeepers that the Black Star coach Chris Hughton is going to call, yes, Manaf Nurudeen would be second on that particular list. Now let's look at the third goalkeeper. I believe Coach Chris Hughton should hand a call up, and I'm going to talk about Jordan amissah. Now, Jordan amissah is currently with Sheffield United. He is part of the goalkeepers. He is not the first choice goalkeeper, but part of the goalkeepers at Sheffield United. He's not getting a lot of playing time. In fact, he has not gotten any playing time ever since they have started playing the English Premier League. But I believe in the future he would, because currently he is understudying. Now, let's bring it back into our Black Stars on the Ghana national team. Jordan amissah on social media, before he even ended the call up, was saying, so many nice things about the Ghana football, about how he wanted to be part of Ghana football. So Ghana Football Association handed him a call up to the under-23 side, the Black Meteors, even before they played the under-23 African Cup of Nations in Morocco. Now, he didn't, get any game time during the tournament, but we saw a glimpse of what he could actually offer to not only the Black Meteors, but also to the Black Stars. In a game against Uncle T, Black Meteors against Uncle T, the Black Meteors won that game 3-0. He kept a clean sheet in that game. When the Black Meteors went to Egypt for their pre-tournament game, he was in that game, the second, friendly match we played against Egypt. He kept in that game. He saved a penalty. That game ended 4-1, and he did so well. Everybody was like, oh, Jordan amissah can also save penalties. He can also do this. He can also do that. I believe that this is the time we need to call him up to the Black Star squad. Looking at the injuries we have with our goalkeeping department, he should come in to understudy. It is just only one game, so I believe he should come in and also understudy the likes of ati-zigi and Manaf Nurudeen, and also the goalkeepers trainers can also train him so that he can adapt and adjust to the Ghana football. So guys, these are the three goalkeepers I believe Coach Chris Hughton should give a call up to face Central African Republic: ati-zigi, Manaf Nurudeen, and also Jordan amissah. Now, one will be asking, why didn't you add Denlad Ibrahim? Now, Denlad Ibrahim is currently with Asante Kotoko with preseason. They are yet to start the Ghana Premier League. And I believe that looking at what has happened to Asante Kotoko in some few weeks ago, I believe it's just one game. Asante Kotoko would love to have Denlad Ibrahim in their setup, because every time there is a national assignment, Denlad Ibrahim is being called up and he misses a lot of games for Asante Kotoko. This is the time. It's just a game. So I believe that they should just allow him to go and keep for Asante Kotoko. That's why I didn't add his name to the three goalkeepers. But if they decide to call him up, it's no foul. I believe it's all right. He has been a very great servant to the nation. So when he ends a call up, I don't think it's a bad idea at all. Now let's look at goalkeepers on the standby list. And goalkeepers, I don't believe would even make it in the first place. And I'm going to begin with Jojo Wollacott. Now, Jojo Wollacott signed just recently for Scottish side Hibernian. In his debut game, just 18 minutes into the game, he got injured. A thigh injury. And I don't know if the player is unlucky or it's just the hazard of football. Currently, I believe the whole country needs to pray for Jojo Wollacott, because what is happening to him is out of this world. Every time this player gets injured, he gets injured, and I believe, it is the hazard of football, but then it's becoming too much. And I believe that when we are praying, we pray for Jojo Wollacott, because it's not easy for a player, a goalkeeper for that matter, to getting this numerous injuries, and he's not going to be part of the Black Stars, because the extent of his injury is going to put him out for at least 6 weeks. That is what we hear, 6 weeks. He's not going to be around. So he's the first goalkeeper I believe might not end a call up to the Black Stars. Also, let's talk about Richard Ofori. Now, Richard Ofori is with Orlando Pirates. He is to injuries, in their injuries, or should I say injuries. He's also another goalkeeper that injuries has really worried him. Before ati-zigi became the first choice goalkeeper for the World Cup, he was the number one choice goalkeeper. And injuries. And the funny thing, when he recovered from that injury that prevented him from going to the World Cup, Orlando Pirates gave him 2-year contract extension. Now he's not even allowed to play a lot of games for Orlando Pirates, because they are managing him and making sure that he doesn't get injured and stay out for so long, as it happened the last time. So he's not keeping like us before. And I believe that looking at this lack of form, he might not end a call-up. But then if he ends a call-up, I mean, I'm not going to say anything because he has been with the Black Stars for quite some time. And I believe he also deserves a call-up once he's fit. Now, the last goalkeeper I'm going to talk about is Razark Abalorah. Now, Razark Abalorah plays for Sheriff Tiraspol, and I mean, he's not getting a lot of game time at Sheriff Tiraspol currently, but I also believe that personally, if you want to call a goalkeeper who has served the Black Stars before, Razark Abalorah is there. Just in case something happens between now and then 7 September, if you want a replacement, Razark Abalorah is available. So guys, these are the goalkeepers I believe should be called out by Coach Chris Hughton. Ati-zigi, we have Manaf Nurudeen, and also Jordan Yamua, Amissah, or Denlad Ibrahim. Now, goalkeepers, I believe, are on the standby list or might not make even the list at all would be Joseph Wollacott, Richard Ofori, and also Razark Abalorah. Let me know your thoughts about this down below in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notification. My name is Adam. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. Charlie, we go vibe.